And good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday. It is the morning after. I wanted to have that song from the Sidney Poitier movie. There's got to be a morning after. Remember that? But of course, copyright and all that stuff. We don't do music, but I thought it would be appropriate for this morning. We still don't know an answer. We're still waiting. By the way, I thought you would find it interesting that we were what do they call it? Our show couldn't be monetized yesterday because I talked about the election, and we'll probably get monetized today because of it, unmonetized today. But can you believe that? I did not pick a candidate. All I encouraged everyone to do was VOTE. I can't say the word because we'll probably get it again today. That's how sensitive we are. Oh, well, some people might not like talking about that. Therefore, we can't talk about that. So we'll talk about what we talk about. And that, of course, is hemp. And we have a lot of fun with that. So welcome to Chat Canna. It's Wednesday. It's Have You Heard? It's the 4th of November, 2020. This will never come around again. And this day will probably never happen again as we are anxiously awaiting things to happen with the state of NEV, Nevada, says that they are going to have maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday, before we hear what their numbers are. And other states are saying they're going to draw it out too. So where is this going to go? Where will it take us? Certainly an exciting time in the life and times of politics in the United States. That's all I can say. Well, today's show is kind of interesting. First of all, we're going to talk about two countries. You know, we try and work to bring you the news and information about countries that are coming on a line with hemp production, because it may not seem like a lot, but as each one of these countries around the world comes online with 100,000 acres here and 100,000 acres there of hemp production, all either trying to enter one kind of market or another. Remember, there's 4 major hemp markets. That, of course, is the pharmaceutical. That's the CBD and now the CBNs and the CBHs and all the different CBs and the other things that come out as the pharmaceutical kinds of things. Then the second kind, of course, is the cloth. That's the bark around the stalk, and it can make all sorts of cloth and paper. And then we have the hurd, of course, which is the inside of the stalk, hempcrete, bedding. They also mix it in with animal feed as a filler because they can't feed pure this or pure that. So it's the filler part, like soybeans are often used in people food, and all of that. And then, of course, the fourth is the seeds themselves, both as food products, animal food products, oil, and the different things that come from the seeds. So that's the 4 streams. Different countries are getting online, capitalizing on different streams of that. Today, the two countries we're going to talk about are Panama and Guyana. And first of all, when you just randomly hear the name Guyana, I'm betting a whole lot of you think of Africa, right? Because there's a similar named country over there, but this is spelled different, and it is actually a South American country. So geography wise, everybody knows where Panama is because of the Panama Canal. You couldn't miss that in school, either learning it because of the canal or learning about it because of the Noriega and all the things that went on during the troubled times there, and America kind of being the supervisor of it and then giving it over to the people and everything like that. But where is Guyana, you ask? Well, we all know where Venezuela is in South America, up in the top corner on the right side, kind of facing right toward Europe if you were to go straight across from Venezuela. And then French Guiana, which of course was the movie Papillon, if you remember. That is, you know where that is, right above Brazil. Brazil, of course, the big protrusion that would, if it was a lady standing sideways, that would be the outcropping. But above that, of course, is French Guiana and also then the country of Guyana. And Guyana is unique in a couple of ways. It is the poorest country in South America right now. But it also is an English-speaking country. And I'll tell you what, if I was 15, 20 years younger, I think I would head down there and try and be a pioneer in the hemp business down there, because, that is one of the things that's an overwhelming mountain to climb if you want to be an entrepreneur in a new country, is the language barrier. And even if you can kind of half speak a language, you're counting on other people to translate for you and make the introductions and be the go-between. But if you have a direct language connection with the people that you can interact with, boy, that's the big deal. What a great place to go. And actually, I'm telling you, if I was in my 40s, I would have a plane ticket in my hand the minute that I would be allowed to fly, because of the other things that are going on in the world. But what an exciting time. So this is Panama and Guyana. They want to join the Latin American hemp rush. And here's how it's going. Let's talk about Panama first. The Ministry of Health, Foreign Trade, and Agriculture, they have all gotten together. They have put forth a bill in the National Assembly, and they are excited about it. They think that it's going to be a big asset to their agriculture department. They think it is in line with the ministry's goals, and they are talking about mixing it in with bananas, cocoa, beans, coffee, corn, potatoes, rice, soybeans, and sugarcane. So they're going to put it in the road. Now, of course, all of those things, for instance, bananas don't have a rotation. You plant bananas, they grow into that huge plant in just a year or so, and make bananas, and then you plant more bananas. But other things, corn, potatoes, rice, soybeans do have a rotation, and they feel that this will fit into the rotation really well. So they are joining Ecuador, Paraguay, Mexico, Argentina, and Brazil, and they are developing a national hemp program. And this has all come out in the last 9 months. So that's what Panama is doing. But now let's talk about Guyana, because this is really new for them. And remember also, of course, this is a very, very poor country. I need to bring up some other statistics here to talk about that. Is it a poor country? 35% of the population are well below the poverty line. Indigenous people are extremely affected. The urban towns are significantly slums. The rural farming communities don't have health care. There is poor education. So there would be a chance to go there and really, maybe make a hemp crop both work and turn that into a situation where then with that you could develop a school, start with education, and go along with that. It is a very much dense rainforest. So remember, we talked a few days ago about some hemp thrives in a drier climate, some hemp can take the rainforesty kind of thing. So you're going to be limited to that one kind of hemp down there along with this. So Guyana right now known for sugarcane plantations, rice fields, bauxite, and they have some gold. Now, how can a company that has some gold reserves also be the poorest country? I keep doing that. Country. I say company, I think, because the country itself is smaller than many American companies. They got their independence in 1966, and it's a neat place. And of course, they have these beautiful, beautiful rainforests. We need to go put an airport in there, a good, stable airport, get one of the big 3 air carriers to fly in, and make it a tourist destination, because it's a beautiful, beautiful place. So coming online with hemp, that's what's happening down there. And here's how they are planning to do it. They think that planting 100,000 hectares, give or take 250,000 acres, would create 40 to 50,000 sustainable jobs. Here's how they're figuring that. They are not going to give this out plantation style. They want to divide it up between 500 Guyanese families, about 25 acres of land each. Each would get about 25 acres of land. So you bring that all together, and they are big into fiber and hemp stock. That's what they think they're going to grow, the big tall stuff. And they're going to go for fiber and herd. And then once all of those 500 are established, that's their view to then, make the decortication areas as a cooperative, or where the smaller farmers can bring it together into one place to get it processed and to make it all happen as a country. So this is what's happening. It's Panama and Guyana coming online right now. They're working it through the government. They're going to make it so that it will be a viable product that the farmers can raise, that the farmers will have a market for, because both countries are getting behind it and making it so. Good, bad, have no opinion on that. But certainly all around the world, hemp is coming online as a viable crop, not just some people raising an acre or two in the backyard, but they are talking about 250,000 acres. They're talking about 500 farmers that they want to set up in this extremely poor country. Again, if I was 25 years younger, 15 years younger, I would have my ticket bought and I would be down there. I think that there is some great opportunities that could be had there. That is our Have You Heard for this Wednesday, November 4th, 2020. I invite you to be with us tomorrow. We have a full-on show for you tomorrow. Next week, we are having the North Dakota Commissioner of Agriculture one day, and we are also having a cousin's daughter of mine who is in charge of the Northwest Mental Health Center in Crookston, and she is going to be on talking about mental health for people in agriculture in this unusual time, both with the virus thing that's going on, and also just in the unusual financial times that farmers are facing right now. So I hope you'll join us again tomorrow and in the days to come. If you're on Facebook, please like us. If you are seeing us on YouTube, please subscribe and hit that little bell so we can let you know when we are online again. Looking forward to you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great day. I'm still glued to the television waiting for the results of the election.